and welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Dhanya. Let's take a look at the top story first. JCILPS students wing to close down all bakeries that do not have proper documents. The news in detail. In its continuing drive of checking the bakeries located in city areas, the students' wing of Joint Committee on Inner Line Permit System today found many bakeries running without proper care for hygiene. Most of them were found operating in very dirty surroundings with the ready-to-eat packets kept near dirty toilets. The team of students went and inspected Payal Bhujia Bakery opened at Thangmaiban Hijam Devan Lekai, BK Store and Shakti Bakery at Thangmaiban Lupa Marup, Payal Bakery at Thangmaiban Polem Lekai, Kranti Bakery at Kangjabi, Shakti Bakery, Melon BS Super, Sanju Bakery, Dev Bhujia, Sompa Bakery and Ima Bakery, all at Babupara. Even those engaged in the work of making the bakery products were found to be very dirty. Most of the proprietors of the bakeries did not have license issued by the Food Safety Department and did not renew the license issued by the Labour Department annually. Those running the bakeries did not even know the landlords of the houses in which they were staying on rent. The students' wing seized stocks of eatables of which time for consumption had expired and destroyed them by burning. Convener of the students' wing, Angamba, said the government should inspect whether the numerous bakeries are being run properly according to the rules or not. Besides, the landlords who rent out their rooms and houses must check the bakeries run by the non-locals. A full-fledged food testing laboratory with modern equipments should be set up. Meanwhile, the students' wing will start shutting down the bakeries that do not have proper documents, Angamba said.
Bakery tawaya ayaba bibiriba tomato pon bara sadopiri bisinau singa makoi documents ID card makoi identity je phajana niyom check tawira kana makoi thambiu aduga makoi food safety department piba license madu pahin na ya kan ba ya thanama bibiu aduga food safety department su hairiba miyoi kuding makta makoi si achapo sabada makoi masamu is health fit oi haibagi health card ama pai dragani maja achapo san ni ganu maramdi फायदे मोट पर फिरोन छचनबा येंबदा हंगोयबा खुजिन सांगबा दि मखुत मसमना येंबदा नुंगाइतबा या मोट पर मियोइ सिंग अदु मसादो मेडिकल फिट ओइबो ओइदबा खंगदो मयाम असाको साबा सि मंगोदगी लौनगन लाइना अमा नाबा मी मन असाको साबा अमतागनि मी साम तक सानी इम्पैक्ट मसि कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज संदोरपो याइ मरमदन मसि हेल्थ कार्ड सुतो ममसंगी मरमदना अथु मतम द हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट की मखादा लेइबा मणिपुर की फूड सेफ्टी डिपार्टमेंट हौजि
A talk program on geopolitics of climate change and Southeast Asia, discourses on fear and cartographic anxieties, was held at the multipurpose hall of Modern College today. The talk was delivered by Professor Sanjay Chaturvedi of Department of Political Science, Punjab University, and also the Director of Center for the Study of Midwest and Central Asia. Principal of the college, Dr. K. Biren, and Head of Department Political Science, Dr. R. Horam, and students attended the program. Dr. Horam said, the program is organized with the objective of making the students aware of the fallout of the climate change.
Climatical change asina koi human existence da hingliba koi ki punsi sida yamna akai ba purakadaba many problems are there. Now it's saying that terrorism is less important than global warming up, because there will be a time where if we keep on going like this, there will be a time where we do not have a good place to live in it.
As observed annually, the 83rd death anniversary of Haipao Jadonang, the freedom fighter who sacrificed his life for the sake of motherland, will be commemorated this year too. The commemoration will be held at the Haipao Jadonang Park, adjacent to the Keshampad Powerhouse on August 29. In connection with the event, students of Students Care Hostel located at Sangai Pro Kabui Kul today conducted a social service at the park. Secretary of Haipao Jadonang Statue Park and Development Committee, R. Chandra Haumai, asked the people to come and attend the observance of August 29.
Tayuma Namam Tonjilga Marco Party of Rakimni, Madumba, Atova, Asibo, Koina Manipur की इंडिया जो है ना अखोन निश्चित बम थोड़ी है विषय कोई प्रजाम में आमदा पिंता हुई
A one-day workshop on child rights and child protection for School Management Committee was held at Lamyanwa Shanglane under the aegis of Manipur Commission for Protection of Child Rights today. MLA L. Nandakumar, Chairperson of MCPCR A. Navachandra, members of school management committees attended the workshop. Resource persons discussed the guidelines of MCPCR on corporal punishment, physical, emotional and mental forms of child abuse and the effect of child abuse on the growth and development of child. MLA L. Nandakumar said, the degrading situation of government schools might be because of some mistakes in the responsibility of the people. Guardians too pay less attention towards the government schools.
Manipur education government schools cannot do satra litre can do private na or kanwani masi take over to great court great high no chimba mayam lai se management phatta badai school le da management means akoi gi committee se koi public na semba committee ne guardian sing yaw committee ne ek thau ji yaw sing jo angang sing de guardian sing adu lai ri sing je akoi gi labor school government school management committee khalai maduna sinbase akoi gi kari haine guardian singje mathoi yog do.
A free medical health camp organized by BJP Yuva Morcha Manipur Pradesh in collaboration with District Health Society Konthaujam Mandal in connection with the 18th Patriots Memorial Observance Month was held at Kumbong Primary Health Center today. Around 500 people were treated at the camp. Medicines were distributed free of cost. Vice President of BJP Manipur Pradesh Joydev, President of Yuva Morcha O. Malesh, workers of BJP, Medical Officer in charge of Imphal West Dr. Rajo, Chief Medical Officer of Imphal West Dr. Bimola Kumari and other doctors participated in the camp held with the National Health Mission's mobile van available at the spot. President of Yuva Morcha O. Malesh said, the camp was held for the sake of the people. Dr. Bimola Kumari said, with the arrival of rainy season, many waterborne diseases are likely to appear. The camp has been organized as a precautionary measure to protect from such diseases and diseases which are common to adults, she said.
Diarrhea, dysentery, any type of fever, detection tauba, malaria, blood test, ultrasound, facility level.
In today's national and international news, the Narendra Modi government will strive to give a greater push to India's Look East policy, turning it into Acting East. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj said in the Vietnamese capital on Sunday as she arrived on a 3-day visit. Sushma Swaraj, addressing a gathering of the Indian diaspora there, said the Modi government, which rode to power on the back of a huge mandate, will not disappoint the people of India. The minister, who is visiting her 6th neighbouring country since she took over as minister in mid-May, also said that India would seek to cooperate with Vietnam in rice exports. India has helped Vietnam with its know-how in rice cultivation through a rice center set up there, she said. Sushma Swaraj is to chair a meeting of the heads of Indian missions in the region, besides inaugurating the 3rd round table of the ASEAN-India network of think tanks there on Monday. Elaborating on India's Look East policy, Sushma Swaraj said that under the Modi government, it is time to make it Acting East, and Vietnam has a huge role to play in it. She said she would look into newer areas of cooperation during her bilateral talks with President Trong Tan Sang and Vice President Nguyen Tha Doan and other senior officials. India had also made Hanoi the offer of $100 million line of credit for the purchase of 4 offshore petrol vessels. Both the countries also have fairly robust economic ties, and the bilateral trade stands at $8 billion, of which Indian exports to the country is about $5.4 billion. 10 pilgrims, including 6 women, were killed in a stampede early today at Kamta Nath Pahad Temple about 80 kilometers from Satna district headquarters, when a large number of people had gathered for some rituals. The exact number of those injured was yet to be ascertained, a senior official said. Earlier, it was reported that over 60 people suffered injuries in the mishap. State Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has ordered a judicial probe into the accident. Counting of votes of the assembly by-elections that were held in Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Punjab and Karnataka went underway today. In a shot in the arm for the ruling Congress in Karnataka, the party today won 2 seats, wresting the prestigious Bellary Rural from BJP, which managed to retain 1 constituency in the fiercely fought August 21 by-polls. In a blow to BJP, Congress's N.Y. Gopalakrishna trounced BJP's Obalesh by a margin of 33,104 votes in Bellary Rural, represented earlier by B. Sriramulu, who vacated the seat after becoming a Lok Sabha member. The results of 10 seats in the Bihar Assembly by-election are being watched keenly, with political pundits seeing it as a semi-final before the full-fledged assembly elections scheduled next year in the state. 3-tier security arrangements have been made at the counting centers located at the district headquarters of the respective assembly seats. RJD-JDU Congress alliance wins 6 out of 10 seats, rest goes to BJP. Kerala Governor Sheila Dikshit met Home Minister Rajnath Singh in Delhi today, the Home Ministry said. The meeting came a day after Maharashtra Governor K. Shankaranarayanan resigned, has given rise to speculation that the former Delhi Chief Minister might follow suit. The UPA appointed governors have constantly been under pressure to resign ever since the BJP government came to power in May. After the Narendra Modi government took charge May 26, 7 governors have resigned following the government's signals. The only governor to be sacked was former Gujarat Governor Kamla Beniwal, first transferred to Mizoram and then sacked August 6 for misuse of power. The list of governors for Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka and Rajasthan is likely to be finalized on Monday. Sources have said that senior BJP leader Kalyan Singh could be appointed as the Rajasthan governor. Questioning the haste, the Supreme Court on Monday refused to entertain a batch of petitions against the NDA government's proposed law on judicial appointments. A 3-judge bench led by Justice Anil R. Dave termed the petitions as premature and declined to admit them for hearing. The bench, however, kept all issues raised by the petitioners open to be argued at what it called at an appropriate stage. The court order came as Attorney General Mukul Rohatgi told the bench that the issues relating to the Constitutional Amendment Bill and the National Judicial Appointment Commission NJAC Bill was still within the sphere of the Parliament and hence could not be subjected to judicial review. Thailand's Army Chief General Prayut Chan-o-cha, who seized power in a military coup 3 months ago, became the country's Prime Minister on Monday, the first serving army officer to assume the top office in 22 years. General Prayut assumed the new post following an endorsement from King Bhumibol Adulyadej, who appointed him as the country's 29th Prime Minister this morning. In a break from tradition, he received a written royal command at a ceremony at army headquarters. Civilians who take on the job receive the command at the government house. And now for a look at the top story once again. JCILPS students wing to close down all bakeries that do not have proper documents. Thanks for joining us, and for more news updates, do stay tuned.